Good morning, everyone. Today is Disability Awareness Day. This day reminds us that disability is not a limitation. It's part of the human experience, it's part of our families, part of our communities, and it's part of our responsibility to create a world where everyone can participate fully. Look, there is no such thing in my mind as a disabled person, because every single one of us has something that we need assistance with. I've said this many times, whether it's larger font on the cell phone, whether it's higher volume on a TV or on headphones. I've only got I'm deaf in one ear and I've got to be in a quiet place to be able to listen to phone calls. You may want to call it disability. I'm just going to call it something that I require to do my job. Access to these things are, as business people, there are responsibilities to make sure that people have these things. Disability Awareness Day is not about sympathy. It's about understanding. It's about respect and it's about removing barriers. It's about listening to the voices of people who navigate the world. It's not always built with them in mind. Our mission partner today is Pieces of Me, led by Mr. Daniel Hodges. Look, Daniel's a powerful advocate for disability, inclusion, acceptability, and human dignity. His work helps people embrace every part of who they are. His foundation reminds us that every person has value and every person has purpose. And we're going to talk more about Daniel, Pieces of Me, and National Disability Day today on What You Got.
Hi, friends, it's me, Barry. Good morning. It is a great day to come together and ask the question, what you got?
So, Disability Awareness Day invites us to widen our perspectives. Again, disability is not rare. As a matter of fact, every single one of us has something that we need a little help with. It's not something that happens to other people. It's a part of everyday life. It's a part of our workplaces. It's part of our neighborhoods. It's part of our families. Yet many people with disabilities face barriers that other people never see. Barriers in transportation, barriers in employment, communication, attitudes. These barriers do not define disability, they define the work we still need to do. Today's mental health fact is studies are showing that people with disabilities are at higher risk for depression and anxiety when they feel and experience exclusion or lack of access. That's because none of us like to be left out. And again, who's to say someone is disabled? Because every single one of us have things that we have to navigate. Disability is a term. A lot of people don't like that term. Mental health is deeply connected to belonging. When people are included, supported, and understood, their mental health improves. When they're excluded, ignored, or dismissed, the impact can be very profound. That's why Pieces of Me Foundation matters. Daniel Hodges and his team help people embrace their identity without shame. They help communities understand what true inclusion looks like. They help families find support. They help individuals find strength. Their mission is simple. Every person deserves to be seen. Every person deserves to be valued. Every person deserves to be whole. Now, I don't know if you've ever met Daniel, but I'm going to tell you something. Daniel is one of the strongest and funniest people I've ever met. Daniel's got a lot going on. Daniel's got enough going on to where a lot of people would have said, yeah, okay, I'm just going to take it off. I'm done. And kick back and not do anything. But that's not him. He got his law degree. He's, formed Pieces of Me. He's an advocate for other nonprofits and for-profit businesses. He is seriously one of the better people I've ever met in my life. Talking to Daniel is not only informative, it's exciting. It's educational, and it's well worth it. So scan up here, which is our Pieces of Me QR code. Sorry, I couldn't remember what it was called. Our Pieces of Me QR code. It'll take you to their page on our website. Once you find that page, once you find that website, you can contact Daniel in any way you would like. Or the other way to do it is get a hold of us at communitypayitforward.us and just put in Pieces of Me, and that's spelled like world peace, Peaces, Pieces of Me. Or the easiest thing that you can do is say, Zach, I would like to meet Daniel, and I will give an introduction to you because I would be proud to introduce you to one of the better men that I know. If you or someone you know is struggling with the emotional impact of disability, isolation, or accessibility challenges, reach out to a resource like the National Alliance on Mental Illness Helpline. And that number is 800 950 6264. Once again, that's 1 800 950 6264. Because just like every day when we say it, no one should have to face these challenges alone. So today, let's commit to listening. Let's commit to learning. Let's commit to creating spaces where people are not just included, but they're welcomed. Not just accommodated, but respected. Not just present, but empowered. And remember, when you shop with any of our partners, you can support Pieces of Me Foundation simply by sharing your receipt with us and dedicating it to Pieces of Me. Your everyday purchases can help Daniel continue his mission of inclusion and dignity. Today's What You Got. What is one barrier you have seen that makes life harder for someone? How about this one? What's one barrier that you deal with? What's something that you have to do to make reading or writing or watching TV or whatever? What is something you like? Glasses. Eyes aren't what they used to be. What is something you have to do to help you on your day-to-day existence? Please write it in the comments, share it with us, no matter what social network you're on. Share out that social network, share out what you got, share out Community Pay It Forward and Come Together Compass and the PAC channels. Let's get this conversation started. Let's find out how we can make things work for everyone. And no, that does not include putting a wheelchair ramp on your website. Ha ha. True story. It was asked of us. Um, as I've mentioned, I wear glasses. I am deaf in my right ear. I have migraine headaches every minute of every day. I got things that I deal with. But you know what? Like everybody, like you, like Daniel, I've learned how to live my life to the best of my ability. But I can only do that if I have the access to the stuff that I need. So, our daily challenge, our mission of the day is to choose one action today that increases accessibility for someone. Offer help, share a resource, learn something new, or simply listen to someone's story. Small actions create real change. And I want to thank you for being here with us today. When we come together, we make life better for someone who needs a hand. When you shop with any of our community partners, remember to share your receipt with us and support organizations like Pieces of Me. Your everyday purchases can support our mission partners and help us continue to lift families, veterans, caregivers, and neighbors who need a little help, along with 501c3s and charity organizations. If you are one of those and you would like to find out how it works and how you can potentially become one of our valued mission partners, simply reach out to me today. Zach Clayton, Zach, Z-A-K, at communitypayitforward.us, Z-A-K at communitypayitforward.us. We do ask you to do one thing. Look around. Find someone who needs support. There's people out there all over the place, and we all know this. Help them today. Because when you help someone, you become part of something bigger. You become part of a community that refuses to let anyone face hardship alone. This is Community Pay It Forward. This is the Come Together campus. How about this is the community, the Come Together compass, not campus. Oh, I still got school on my brain from yesterday. This is the Come Together compass. This is what you got. My name is Zach Clayton. I'm the president of those things. Let me do this again. Community Pay It Forward, the Come Together Compass, and the Pact Podcasting Networks. You're watching our morning episode of What You Got for this Thursday. Have a great remainder of your week. Thank you very much for joining us. And folks, please remember, actually, it's only Wednesday. Yeah, it's not Thursday yet. It's only Wednesday. But please remember to love somebody out there because somebody out here loves you. Please like, share, subscribe. Help us grow. Comment your answer because we would love for you to be able to tell somebody else, hey, you're not alone. And we'll see you tomorrow right here on What You Got.